Welcome to my Pro Timeframe switching video for thinkorswim. Before we begin the presentation, I just want to let you know that this presentation is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. So any trades that you take using any of my ideas or indicators are your trades and your trades alone. So today we're going to talk about how to use toolbars, use the toolbar and styles in thinkorswim to do some pretty cool things. So it's pretty easy to switch timeframes in thinkorswim once you set up the timeframes that you like. But each of those timeframes you may want to have different indicators, or you may want to have the ability to have the same time frame with indicators on and then with indicators off. And so I'm going to show you how to save those and quickly move through them. Okay, so I wanted to go through my setup, my multi-time frame setup for thinkorswim. And I find this super useful for switching between time frames every day, throughout the day. And it just makes working with different indicators or different potential setups a lot easier. And let me just show you an example of what I've got here. So I've got the toolbar set up, and I'm going to show you how to do this in just a second. I've got the toolbar set up in TOS, and you can add tools to this, like drawing tools and things like that. And you've got 7 slots, but I've just set mine up so that they kind of show me different styles, different views. So right now we're on the live one, which is my 3-minute, and it's got the VWAP. It's got my pivot ribbon. It's got ATR levels set to day mode. I've got the squeeze, and I've got the Ready Aim Fire Pro, which is like RSI. If I click into day mode here, my day preset, it'll still day mode levels, still pivot ribbon, squeeze and Ready Aim Fire, but it's now switched me to the 10-minute. It's gotten rid of the VWAP, so now I can view on a slightly higher time frame. Now I've got this multi-day view. This is a 1 hour. Now it's turned off the extended hours for 1 hour. I like to use my 1 hour as a zoomed in daily. A little trick I learned from Ripster. I've got my volume, my squeeze, and Ready Aim Fire. I've got the pivot ribbon going here, and the ATR levels are now set to multi-day levels. So you can kind of see the next sort of zoom out. And this helps me, throughout the day I can zoom out and see, hey, are there interesting levels being hit intraday, or at night I can look and see, if we hit any interesting levels on the whole. Next one up is swing. And so this is the same deal, all the same indicators. ATR levels is now set to swing mode. And of course, I'm sure you're going to guess what this does. This is position, which is now the weekly chart. Swing was the daily chart. Position I have set to the weekly chart. And you can kind of see what's going on here. Same deal, all the same indicators. Just now using the weekly chart. Man, that's nasty. And then I've got a long-term setup, which, I have the position levels showing, the position labels showing, but I don't actually have the levels showing because it looks a little cluttered. And so I've got a nice clean monthly chart. You can see the SPY is has tested the 34 EMA on the monthly. It's done that a couple times actually. And then finally, I've got this last one, which is basically a mimic of, roughly a mimic of John Carter's setup for the squeeze. So it's a daily chart. I've got 3 ATR Keltner channels set up. I'm using the pivot ribbon as sort of my proxy for the 21, just because I like having on here. And then I've got, the squeeze and Ready Aim Fire Pro. So this is one of my favorites for looking into squeeze plays. And so the beauty of this is, I have all these set up. I can quickly switch between them. If I want to get into zoom in and look at some price action really, really kind of detailed, I can zoom into the 3-minute. If I'm scalping, this is kind of where I want to be. If I'm day trading, I'd probably want to be on the 10-minute. If I'm going to do a longer hold. And then, of course, for swing, I'm going to be zooming out into multi-day for entries and, monitoring the swing levels to see where I'm going to exit and potentially enter, looking for multiple confluences. If I'm buying stock, I'll probably be using the position, or if I'm just looking at long-term trends, as the ticker starts breaking through some of these various levels up and down. So that's it. Let me show you how to do it. It's really straightforward. So you're going to go up here to the style. You're going to click on settings, and you want to set my tools to be on each chart. Okay, so my tools on each chart. Once you have that set up, and you click OK, the toolbar will pop up, and you may have some default tools set up. You can remove those. It's as simple as that. Now, when you've sort of, let's say you put together a set of indicators and you're really happy with it. What you're going to want to do next is go ahead and go to Style, Save Style As, Include Patterns and Study Set needs to be checked on, and then you're going to save that, and that's it. For me, it's going to ask me to redo it, but I won't do that. Anyway, you can just do that. You do that for all your different styles that you want to save, and then what you're going to do is there's this gear icon for the toolbar. If you toggle that on, you'll be able to change these tools. So you can remove the ones that you don't want, or you can just swap them out. And it's really simple. You're just going to click this down arrow, go to change button action, go to the styles, and all of your styles will be there. And you can just simply select the one and do that 7 times, or however many styles that you want, up to 7, and that's it. It's really simple. And I found this super invaluable. Of course, you can put tools up here. I use styles because in styles it sort of staves a perfect snapshot. But you can also use you can also do studies. So if there's a particular set of studies that you want to save, and then just be able to apply that to any chart, you can also just save studies here. And then you can save that study set, and then you can add the study set to the toolbar. But styles are nice because it'll save an exact snapshot. So it's saving, my extended hours on or off. It's saving the zoom level. It's saving all the indicators and all the different settings. And it's also saving the time frame. So that's one thing. If you use save study set, it won't save the time frame. So I discovered this through a lot of trial and error, trying to figure out how to do this. And I'm hoping this is a pro tip that'll help you all with multi-time frame analysis for TOS. Awesome. Thanks.